Hello, everybody. This is going to be my current thoughts on World of Warships, whether or not you should spend money, whether or not you should play the game. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, how I feel currently about the game is that I feel that things are in flux. I feel like we're in a transitional period before subs enter the game, before everything just changes for good. I feel that the changes that Wargaming is withholding until next year are really somewhat positive. Some kind of tick me off a little, such as the loot boxes. The loot boxes definitely. I feel like the odds could be revealed within a month if they really put their heart and soul into it. I guess they're just using China as a scapegoat instead of actually revealing the odds. So, it is what it is. I feel like the game is in a state where we have players feeling uneasy to even put their money into the game. That's understandable. I think that it should be everybody's choice whether or not to spend on wargaming. I think a big part of that falls into what your values are. If you think that Wargame is just gonna get rid of loot boxes, I'm sorry to say it doesn't look like they are. I feel like the loot boxes are going to stick around unless more people completely just stop spending on the game. Because we clearly much know that we have Thanksgiving, Black Friday sales coming up in the game, probably black ships again. Probably gonna be some random crates for the Soviet carrier collection. And for the anniversary collection, how can I forget? All this stuff's happening within the next update, 10.8, the anniversary collection. Honestly, if I could sit there and take the game back to an earlier point in time, I would take it back to update 7.1. Right when they were starting out with these early access events, and I would sit there and have some ships available in the loot boxes, but have the odds available. And have a guaranteed drop rate, like after 5 boxes opened, a Tech 3 ship will drop. None of this random you get nothing crap. Unless the odds say so. I think that you should be able to pull a Tech 3 ship after 5 pulls of the boxes. Let's just say, for fairness sake, that the boxes cost $7 each to pull each time. I think that after 5 times of the boxes, you should be able to get yourself access to a Tech 3 ship. That's how I would set it up. Because obviously it seems that Wargaming's super dependent on the loot boxes because they base too much of the game's monetization on them. Whether they want to admit it or not. Why else would they be so hesitant to change them? It's a huge source of income for them. Actions really speak louder than words. I mean, the fact that they're not committing to changing anything until 2022 should really be sounding off alarm bells in your heads. I'm not a big fan of loot boxes either. I wish they were completely gone from the game, but it seems that it's not in their strategy to get rid of them. They've been stuck in the game for as long as I can remember. Early access events, I think, started with French battleships. I really can't think of an earlier point of time when they were in the game.
Torpedoes to port.
Just like my ship blowing up there, that's gonna be wargaming. They keep continuing on this current path. They're gonna implode. Most people do not want to keep putting up with their monetization crap. The way that they have it. It needs to change. We need to scale back the loot boxes, scale back the random bundles, get it to where things are attainable for casual players. Obviously, we have seen some fiery responses today from more people, but you can find that on the Reddit. Nothing really significant happened on the forums really today. Small things, small posts by the Wargaming. Little White Mouse had a fiery response to Wargaming's apology. You can find that on the Reddit if you're interested in it. Maybe I'll make a separate video breaking that down. We'll see. But right now, nothing major's happened because it's Labor Day weekend here for us in the U.S. Main thing I want to drive home is that it's not really a good idea to spend money with this company right now.
Action stations.
Until we see some action followed through. I think we need to keep pushing them on the loot boxes so they start revealing the odds. Seriously, we gotta keep pushing them on that. Get them to reveal the odds on the loot boxes. It's one of the big things you can do, even on the forums. Encourage them to reveal the loot box odds. Keep on them. Reach out to the guys at Kotaku, guys at PC Gamer. Tell them, hey, this is what's going on. They don't even want to give us the loot boxes. I think they don't want to because the percentages are probably terrible for the drop rates. Seriously. I think that 75 pulls for Missouri that Flamu tweeted out before the Missouri event started was accurate. I think they just changed it to 41 after their hands got caught in the cookie jar. And I still think it's ridiculous that they haven't implemented that Sackville camo for mouse yet. It's ridiculous. It's taking them maybe a day to sit there and code that in, at most. Of course, get the appropriate permissions from Chibitsu. Tire mess could have been avoided if Wargaming simply listened. Simply listened. Instead, they're going on and on and on, thinking that they know all. I've seen forum threads just get shut just because they don't like what we call them on the loot boxes. It's really just ridiculous. The apology thread didn't even last more than, I want to say, 17 pages before they shut it. Seems to be the case. They don't like the topic, they're moving to miscellaneous or off topic. Seems to be the case from what I've noticed. Best thing you can do right now is to withhold your money.
Engine boost.
Best thing you can do right now is to withhold your money on the game until Wargaming decides to get their act together. That's gonna come in different forms for some of you. Some of you are gonna want to sit there and get a little here and there, and I understand that. But the best strategy right now is to keep the attention on the loot boxes and get them to reveal the mods to us. It's the best thing we can do right now is get them to get those odds revealed on the loot boxes. As you know, it's just going to be the same old wargaming, pretty much. If they want actual commitment, then start implementing the being able to obtain ships. Being able to obtain ships without having to sit there and get random bundles. I guess they're going to do more random web campaigns, probably. That's my guess, is that's going to be their easy fix, easy get out of jail free card in the situation. So see it happening. Anybody who thinks that they're not going to do web campaigns or time gain events is being silly. That's going to be their way to sit there and say, oh, we fixed the problem. You want to get items? Go do web campaign. So that's up to Wargaming to fix that mess on their own. All we can do is keep the pressure up on them. So far, we've been doing a good job with that. I'll try to reserve the forum news for when big events happen on the forums. I don't want to be spammy with those videos. I want to save them for important events on the forums. That's what I want to save them for. Again, this is all free what I'm doing outside of what I'm doing here with the ships. It's all for free. I don't get any money out of the deal. This channel is not monetized, so yeah. I mean, obviously you're gonna have people in that affiliate program. They're gonna put a spin on it to make it seem like everything's a rose garden when it's not. Rose garden's on fire. Anybody could tell you that. Take a genius to figure that out. I know for myself, I want to sit there and get the research bureau. I want to get that all ground out.
Boost activated.
Have that ready to go. Get a research bureau ship or two. Get Shikishima. We'll see how it goes the rest of this year. I'm basically putting Wargaming on a probationary period until my premium time runs out. That's the best I can do at the current time, is keep an eye on them. Honestly, I'm not really interested in these paper ships that they're coming out with. They're not really my fancy. Every little impact that you make on Wargaming will matter. Every little hit, nick. Every little victory matters, even if it's a small victory against Wargaming. And you can simply do that by speaking with your mind, telling them how you feel about their changes to the game. You can't have change unless you put pressure on the organization. They can put out words, but we need to see action. How they do their sales, keep an eye on that. Don't go for the Christmas containers this year. Completely steer clear of them. Unless they put out the odds and you feel comfortable with it, I would steer clear of them. Same with Black Friday containers. Steer clear. Don't be putting your money out on it. It's not worth it. If you don't know them odds, you're gambling. It's as simple as that. If you don't know the odds, you're gambling. If you know the odds, it's a little less gambling. You know, it's still gambling either way. But if you don't know what's going to be in, if you don't know what your odds are to even begin with, then it's not really a good choice to be spending on that stuff.
Battle starts.
I feel like Wargaming is just taking out the fun of this game little by little with their over monetization of it. And honestly, to be honest with you, I'm not enthusiastic about these blueprint ships going into the game. I don't feel like they add any real value.
Engine boost activated.
Maybe their costs have gone up because they gotta go seek out the blueprints now because they're running out of real ships built in steel. I don't know. But the decision to only do tier 6, tier 8, tier 10 subs definitely speaks for itself. Probably partially to do with the learning curve. And of course, they can take even more subs and put them as premiums. They're gonna do that. They're gonna come up with some gimmick that's gonna irritate the crap out of people, and they're gonna be like, what the hell, Wargaming? They've done it before. Kutuzov, Kamikaze, Belfast. They're gonna come up with some annoying gimmick on a premium sub It's going to make everybody want to go get it. I can already see it happening. It's happened with ships before. I mean, even thinking about World of Tanks, I know it's developed by different people, but still. The Defender, the Object 252, that really got a lot of people angry. I can see things like that happening with World of Warships in the near future if this aggressive monetization is kept up. No slowing down. Defender was basically an OP premium tank that's still in an unbalanced state. Near impossible armor to hit in its armor box. Very little you can do against an Object 252. Of course, fire gold at it.
Torpedoes to port.
Oh, there, we got some hits on them. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that it's not the wisest decision right now to spend on wargaming. Because the odds on a lot of stuff is really ridiculous. All this, these random bundles, this is encouraging you to sit there and go for the random bundles. Even if these are free, it's still encouraging it. Shouldn't exist. These should be not even in this game. Do it anyway. It's just ridiculous. So to close, I'm going to say spend your money wisely with this company and with a grain of salt and with extreme scrutiny going forward. Don't spend it if you don't feel uncomfortable. Don't sit there and spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars on random bundles. It's not worth it. You're just losing money that way. You're not getting anything in return but digital items, digital ships, digital signals. All this stuff goes away when the game shuts down, and the game's not going to be around forever. Because the company managing it is doing a really poor job. That's the best way I can break it down for you. The company that manages World of Warships is doing a terrible job right now. And they're going to cause their own game to be shut down in a number of years. And the wisest decision you can make is to treat every purchase with World of Warships with the extremest scrutiny possible. Like, put them under the magnifying glass. Treat every purchase as something significant. And do not put your money in this company if you don't feel comfortable. That's why I'm focusing on coal ship reviews. I'm not doing any other types unless I feel comfortable with doing them. Okay? So, there you have it. Those are my thoughts on current World of Warships. We have yet to see any action on them, on their front. They've been very communicative on the forums. We've yet to see any action. Take care, everybody. Please like, watch, and subscribe for future content. Thank you.